Day 3 at MADEX 2017 in Busan, South Korea. Today we take one last look at the latest naval defense technologies, including torpedo technologies by South Korean company LIG Next One.
We are showing here the wire-guided heavyweight torpedo. Actually, this wire-guided heavyweight torpedo is under development. This is the first time to display on this exhibition. Certain case it's gonna be replace the existing wire shark, but I believe that they're gonna use mixing together as a fire and forget and wire-guided solution. It's gonna be applied the advanced technology, so with that advanced technology is going to be the longer range and in the faster speed in performance. As using the wire-guided solution, it can reduce the decoy situation. This torpedo will be applied at case 3 and also case 2 in Korean Navy. This is a red shark. The red shark is like a flying torpedo. The front part is composed of the lightweight torpedo and it has a propulsion. Currently, red shark is used by the Korean Navy. Normally, it launched from the vertical launcher system, sir. Red shark can fly the longer distance, so like around the 19 kilometers, and then separate from the rocket and dive and follow the underwater target. Basically, the blue shark torpedo is using on the red shark front part as a torpedo. The commanding officer of the ship can detect and respond against the long distance threat. So by applying like that in the long distance, our own ship will be the safe. Can keep in safe, I think.
What we have here today is our console for combat management system. So this is the dual monitor multi-function console. Currently being operated by a ROC Navy, all different platforms over here, also including some export projects. One is the Malaysian training vessel, and the other is a next generation Philippine frigate. It will be delivered to the Philippine Navy as well. This is the newly developed console we call triad console. So it has 3 display panels, also including the PIP panel. And this is going to be installed in a next generation Korean frigate called FFX Batch 3. It's going to be connected with the radar, the 3D multifunction radar. Covering the more than 5,000 track data processing. Also, it provides the HCI human-computer interface and covering the AAW, ASUW, ASW in one monitor. And we also provide the common client-oriented server design as well. This is the cloud architecture. So there's a separated the server. So once it's logged in, they gather the data from the server through the equipped data bus. This is hardware as well. It's a robust and very light carbonate body. This is a fully locally developed by HANA system. This is a window-based human interface. So simply you can type whatever you want, and this is a bowl and also joystick and the PIP picture. But also at the same time, you can pre-program or preset the configuration of the picture as well. So currently here, this slide shows the status of all sensors. In the middle, usually they want to keep monitoring the tactical picture with all the radar information and track information. On right-hand side, this is the engagement control. So it shows the tube status of the radar and the particle launchers and also the gun status as well. So it can keep monitoring the status of each sensor and weapons. So it shows the green. Once it degraded, it's going to be yellow and also red. We have presented 3 different types of AUV, autonomous underwater vehicle. So from the top and bottom, there's AUV. The difference is this for the maximum 3,000 in depth to get the bottom profile of the deep sea, and the bottom part is the AUV, just complete AUV. With this equipped the side scan sonar, forward observation sonar, so to detect your threats in under the water. Also to find those information in deep inside. The ROV is a different remote operational vehicle for mine killer. So once the frag ship find their mine, then we send this ROV to kill the mine. Also the wire-based control, but still remote control functions. This is called a multi-mission USV, unmanned surface vehicle. So still under the development phase, we've been expecting to win the contract with the Korean government. We already started the development of this unmanned vehicle, unmanned surface. So this is a fully unmanned system with a total length of 8.4 meter and 3 tonnage. So it's going to equip it with navigation radar and EOTS to control these guns. Also, it will be equipped with a side scan sonar, with array, towed array. So this is a complete unmanned surface vehicle. We hope this is going to be deployed in the northern border against the North Korean intrusion. Including the submarine with this equipped side scan sonar. This is the total picture of our unmanned underwater system regarding the mine countermeasure and anti-submarine warfare. So it has their AUV, deep sea, also mine, and all different types of AUV, as I mentioned before. So with this equipped the side scan sonar, forward observation sonar, and CCTV camera, they can work to find your threats, for example, like a mine or your enemy's submarine. But by the way, all the surface ship, they are equipped with the hull mount sonar. That's the primary sensor to find your threat. Then you deploy your AUV to make sure this is your friend or foe. Like an AUV take a role as identification friend and foe. Then you deploy your ROV to kill the sonar, kill the mine, sorry.
In front of me here I have the Combat Boat 90, which is probably the platform we are most known for. It was developed originally by the Swedish Defense Material Acquisition Agency, FMV, in the end of the 80s. And since then we have built about 250 units for various clients. Sweden, Norway, US Navy, Mexican Navy, Malaysian Navy and Hellenic Coast Guard. It's a 15-meter aluminium vessel that is equipped with water jets from Kameva. And it's used for beaching, for escort services, for reconnaissance. We have a number of different versions, ranging from troop transport to medevac to dive capabilities, but also as a platform for different weapon systems. Well, it's a very proven design. It's a reliable and platform that is also, of course, very cost-effective to operate. We are displaying our next version of the combat boat, which is the combat boat Mark II, which is an improved and slightly bigger version of the standard combat boat. We received a couple of months back an order to build 18 new combat boats for the Swedish Navy. Here we have a Coast Guard version. On the outside you cannot see the difference, but inside, instead of troop transport, we have accommodation area and some cabins. Also another version for search and rescue. And here we have a version with firefighting capabilities. And finally we have a medevac or ambulance version, complete with medical equipment to do transport, but also surgery. Here we have one version of the new combat boat Mark II with dual barrel semi-automatic mortar system. Next we have a single barrel mortar system. And here we have the standard regular transport version. You can fit 20 troops and 4 persons in the wheelhouse. And this is the same version as the previous one, just another painting.
For this showcase, we are displaying the variable depth sonar and hull-mounted sonar for Korean market. What is special about Korean ocean is that it's shallow water. This is the latest in range, and it's a well-tested concept, which was delivered in the 90s, but it's been developed new version now. So Finnish and Swedish Navy have this in operation in shallow water. We won a contract for the Swedish corvettes. It's a medium-sized corvette, around 400 tons, 60 meter. And this shows that our sonars can be installed on smaller vessel, small and big vessel. So our idea is that you use smaller vessel to hunt for submarines, for instance. The quality is it's built for a high speed. It's a compact system. So here you get a VDS. Total weight is under 3 tons. And this concept does not limit maneuvering of the fast patrol boat. You can do high speed, turning, and a quick deployment and recovery, which is normally an issue with the VDS system. Yeah, Korea is interesting water because they have a very shallow water on the west coast, and they have challenging conditions on the east coast. So our solution for Korea is to have these kind of compact sonars on the fast patrol boat, and also for the east coast to have it on the larger vessels.
MADEX is basically biannual event, but we have a special edition next year in Jeju, Korea. MADEX 2018 is also hosted by ROK Navy. We Gyeongyeon organize this show. MADEX 2018 is a concurrent event with International Fleet Review. ROK Navy had the first time International Fleet Review in 1998, second International Fleet Review 2008. Next year, third time, and ROK Navy has a plan to have WPNS, Western Pacific Naval Symposium, and many seminars in Korea, in Jeju, a very special edition. MADEX 2018, the scale is smaller than this year, but our concept is selected buyer, selected country, selected exhibitor, a more professional, more meeting with more delegation. Next year, our MADEX 2018 may occur a big event and more professional, more higher level visitors come.
The week before MADEX, at MADEX 2017 in Seoul, Hyundai Wea was showcasing an actual K Mark 45 Mod 4 naval gun system. It is locally built under license from BAE Systems Inc. It is currently fitted on the first line combatants of the Republic of Korean Navy, such as the FFX Batch 1, the KDX-2 and KDX-3 destroyers.